Well, howdy. I don't have any guns to show off, really. So I just thought, I haven't shown off my man cave in this year. This is 2023 in quite a while. So I thought I'd walk around the room and just look at stuff. I mean, first of all, this is on the wall here, and you may have seen it before. What you're looking at is a flyer for the American line. That was a competitor to the Cunard line. But this particular ship, during World War I, was seconded into the U.S. Navy and was outfitted with guns as a basically what do you call it? An accompanying vehicle for the various caravans or whatever they call them that were going across the Atlantic from Newfoundland or New York up to Iceland, and then from then on to Cardiff in Wales, and landing and offloading stuff for of war materials and the like for the British and for the American Expeditionary Force when they went there. My grandfather was in the Navy in World War I, and this is the ship he served on. That's why I have it here. Anyway, up here, that is an 1863, I think, in 50-70. And I just discovered that the cutoff stock here was because Bannerman chopped a whole bunch of these up when he got them surplus. Didn't know that. I still don't know why he did it, but there it is. The stock that remains is kind of worm-eaten, literally worm-eaten. Now here we have a K31 and a model 1911 Swedish. You can tell from the beer keg handles on them. And down here we have a M38 and M96 Swedish. So we have Swiss and Swedish here, both neutrals, but I collect neutrals as well. Up here, we have a 1853 Sharps. This is a Model 99 or Year 99 of Arasaka. This is also a Model 99, but it's a last ditch. And this is an Model 38 or Year 38, all Japanese. This is a Belgian, what was it called? God, my memory is going south. But 1870, gosh, whatever. It's their version. I do remember it has the Vitelli magazine system on it, which was, it was accompanied or equipped with years later. That's a full auto airsoft or pellet gun. It's based on the C96 Mauser. And down here we have a last model Enfield. Well, you got to have an Enfield, you know, for your mad minutes. This used to be a bedroom, nothing but just a bedroom. Excuse me, because I'm stuck behind the bed and I got to get out here. Let me out, let me out. Okay, starting over here, let's go to this one. This is my Frank Wesson and 32 rimfire. Stock on it's been repaired, as you can see. But it has that double trigger arrangement so you can crack open the breech and load a shell in. Here we have some interesting revolvers. These are all American made. First one's a Colt. Second one's I think that's a Harrington Richardson, I think. It's one of those early Saturday night special types. It's a model 1917 Smith & Wesson, and that's I forget what it's called. It's the Trooper model. Smith & Wesson. In here, we have, well, let's see, another Frank Wesson. In that case, here, let me get some more light over here. Let's see. This case here contains a Savage model 1907 with another model 1917 on top and a couple of rimfire 32s on top of it. This is my great-grandfather's 41 long Colt, and let's see. Oh, my dad had that. It was he bought it because he thought he was going to be shipped off to the South Pacific for when they were going to go invade Japan. He was working in San Diego at the time as a pharmacist maid in the receiving center there, but he thought he was going to be assigned to a ship, so he bought a Forever shaving kit. That's what that is. Down here, what do we have down here? Oh, nothing at the moment. That's right, I put it up here. Over here somewhere. Okay, It's a brown Bess on top. That's my double-barreled Derringer, you might say, cap and ball. That's another Derringer-looking thing. That's in 22 Magnum. And here we have a pepper box. Here we have a, I think it's called a camper or trooper model. I forget what exactly it's called. Flintlock, was it 60 caliber or so? And there's my custom 36 caliber, rather precision target pistol. And there's an original Ruger. That's not a Mark I, that's an original. It was right after Strum died, and Bill Ruger had changed the symbol from the red eagle-looking thing to black. Here we have a Steyr-Hahn, a Rothsteyr, and an Astra 400. This is a Smith & Wesson, Wesson & Harrington, Colt, and Iver Johnson in my itty-bitty gun collection. All of my gun books, I have quite a number of interesting, some rather obscure, some you won't find elsewhere. Whereas I think I got a copy of Firearms Curiosa up here somewhere. That's an interesting book. You ought to read it. It's just fascinating. Oh, here it is. Firearms Curiosa, yeah. I have both of Ian McCollum's books, so far, his books. See, that's the problem. The minute you start writing in, you're stuck. It's a vice you just cannot give up. But lots of books. That's my Craig Jorgensen on top. Blunderbuss, some weird contrivance pistol on I think it was an airgun stock that I fired it once and it cracked, and I sort of kind of repaired it. That's another single-shot Derringer. These are my, well, I've got clips and 2 pin fires in there. More clips in these drawers. Down here are my 22s. Then up here, well, these are all the French rifles. Berthier, I think it's called, I forget what it's called, but it's a cut-down Lebel, was done as a carbine. A Moss 36, a Moss 4956. On here we have everything in the universe from 2 Mosins. One is Imperial, and the other one is your typical, I think, Yeshevs. This is a Spanish 7 Mauser that has been sporterized. What are you? Oh, this is a what is this? It's a Vetterli. This is my Vetterli, which is a well, that's the weird one that's in 6.5 Carcano. 410 shotgun. What is that? This is a VZ24 rifle. That's the Turkish Mauser. These are both Mauser knockoffs. This is a sporterized model 1888 German commission rifle. What are you? Oh yeah, this is my Enfield that's been sporterized into a hunting rifle. AR, got to have an AR. Oh yeah, back to those. For this one, I've got all of these as accessories, and most of that's accessories for it. Up here we have this a Beretta, a CZ38, and that's a 380 Mauser HSC. These are all American, well, except for that one. That's a Werner Infallible. That's a Smith Model 35 or 35 Auto, I think they called it. 1903 Browning Colt. It's a high standard. VZ22. That's a VZ70. 1922. That's a 1922 Browning, right? Up on top here we have all French. Those are models A and S 1935. That's a Moss. Nambu Type 14. That's a commercial Mauser between the wars. That's a Romanian copy of the Tokarev. Czech CZ52. That's a Helwan. That's the under license Egyptian copy of the Beretta Model 51. And that's a 1911 modern. There's my coach gun. Up here we have my really lovely looking Martini Henry made into a 12 gauge shotgun. That's a K98K that's been built out of parts. That's a model 1903 A3, I think, Springfield. That's a 1917 Enfield. My trapdoor Springfield 1873 and an 1897 Winchester. Down here we have, let's see, what is that? Oh, that's a M95. That's actually a Hungarian carbine built off of World War I Austro-Hungarian rifle. I think that's, I'm not too sure, but I think that's a Spanish carbine, but I'm not too sure. And where is that? Let's see. Is that Spanish? I can't tell. And this is a VZ24 that has the, or wait a minute. No, that's the VZ24. My mistake, that's a VZ24. That's the M95 carbine. This one is probably a King Carol. It looks like the remnants of a King Carol crest on it, Romanian. Here we have my Calico and a whole slew of German mouse guns. I love German mouse guns. My Cat and Ball Hawken, Spanish made. Model 1895 Winchester, and that's my Hakim. SKS VZ52, and that's a Setmia down there. Here we have mainly cat and ball and shotguns and a few air guns. These are all air guns. These are all cat and ball, cat and ball, cat and ball. And this is my double. Let's see. Oh, holsters. Well, as you can see, I have the windows barred. But I just figured I would hang these holsters on the window. One day I'll go through and say, okay, this is a such and such holster for so-and-so. But not today. That's another flintlock. That's my main flintlock rifle up there. C96. A bunch more revolvers. These two are single action Army types, 22, and that's a 32-20. These two, that one is yeah, that's French, and that's a Nagant from Russia. These are some various cap and balls. I've gone through all of these, so you guys know what they are. So, you know, I don't need to really discuss them anymore, I don't think. Anyway, I think that's a pretty good overview. Oh, other things I've got are, like, this is a Liege type screw in the barrel pistol, a Thompson Center Contender, and my, I think it's an Army San Marcos cased 1851 Navy, which I think is kind of cool. So anyway, that's the state of my my man cave, as it were. And here's where I watch TV. Anyway, have fun, folks.